Good morning, everyone. We are halfway through our Inktober challenge. That's great, right? I don't see anyone in the chat. I hope I'm live now. Um, Let me know in the comments if you can see me and hear me. I hope you can. Or maybe is no one in the chat. I think three people are watching now. Um, yes, thank you, Marika. Yeah, maybe it's just a day that is difficult for most people to join. Hi, Wendy. So today we have probably a small group, maybe more people. Good morning, Silke. Maybe more people will join us a little bit later. We will see. Again, we're halfway through the challenge. It's day 16, and it's still really cool to do what we're doing, right? We draw every single day. I know some of you do it the whole their whole life, like Marika, for example. She draws every single day for a few years, I think. But for both of us, drawing every single day is quite a challenge. So I'm very proud of all of you who join me every single day to draw, to have fun. And it's so cool to see you in the chat. I see more people join now. That's amazing. We're already 15. Let me introduce myself for the people who don't know me yet, maybe. Hi, I'm Julia Henze, an artist, urban sketcher, art teacher, and your guide on this Inktober challenge. And I'm also the founder of Brave Brush Studio, a supportive community where amateur artists like you learn how to paint and to draw, have fun, and grow together. And we have classes on watercolor, ink, now also ink, yes, markers, gouache, perspective, a little bit heavier topic, sketching people, sketching vehicles, color theory, all this stuff that can help you to become a better sketcher, to develop your skills over a not a too long period of time, because we have a roadmap, and that means that the information, the classes are very structured, and you learn in the best way, in the quickest way that you can learn. Only this month, October, during the Inktober, we have 15% off the monthly subscription and 10% off the 3-month subscription. So if you want to improve your drawing skills, painting skills, and sketching skills, go to bravebrushes.com and become a member of our amazing community. Hi guys, I see you in the chat. That's nice. Oh, already 20 people. Yeah. Okay, so today's reference is a little bit different. I don't know. I thought it would be nice to do this for for once. I don't really like the picture itself. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's like a grandmother window, not very exciting. But we will try to create a nice picture, create a lovely sketch, okay? So let me turn my camera to my desk so we can look at my at my sketchbook and also at my materials. So what I'm going to use today is the fine liner. I have this sepia fine liner. It's the smallest size, so it's quite thin, and I think this is the reason why I will probably also use the dip pen to add a little bit more darkness to, or more a little bit more contrast to my sketch. Buongiorno from Florence. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's start sketching actually. Let me see the window first. As always, you know, I always start with the largest shape, so it will be the same today. And draw the whole window first. And here it's maybe a little bit more important than usual to keep the right proportions. Not exactly, but more or less. And here we have this the bottom of our window. Let me see here. Also, some details are very nice to add to our sketch. They are not very important, but they create a better, I don't know, just better look. And here we also have this small part that we can add to our window to create more depth. Let me see. And I know if you have already noticed, but I think that it starts easier and easier to draw without the pencil. I know some of you still use the pencil, but that's okay. I mean, you can use your pencil, but just not for every single sketch maybe, and also not for every single detail. Keep it, yeah, keep it natural, keep it maybe a little bit challenging for yourself. Now I want to draw the plant pots, and here it's quite important that they are all of the same size. It's, yeah, if they are not exactly the same size, it's also not a disaster, but let's try to focus on the same distance between the lines. I mean, not these lines, but the lines between for the pots. And here we add the bottom and the top. And the top is a little bit, I think, like this. And here we will add leaves later. Yeah, I think it looks very nice. Oh. And now let's draw the curtain. Like this. Welcome, Helen. And if you have more or less of this parts, I mean, there are like me, this part is a little bit smaller, shorter than in the reference, that's all good. No worries about that. And I want to add some ornament. I think, you know, I think my choice of this reference was about this ornament because it's something that we can play around and draw it in different styles, or yeah, add something special from your own. I mean, you don't need to follow me for that. And I'm sure you will create amazing sketches in your own style. And this is what I try to achieve in Brave Brushes, that everyone who is a member of Brave Brushes not only follows what I do, but also develop their own style. And it works. Actually, I think that everyone, maybe not very quickly, but it's very recognizable what everyone does. After a while, you can see that everyone has their own style. So yeah, I think that's nice. Some decoration elements, some leaves, some I don't know. Here we also have something. Just create a suggestion of these flowers. And I think it's much easier to draw things like this with colors, because of course when you add colors you can very easily show these are the flowers, these are the leaves, but now we have to do it with our pens, with lines, only line work, and that's more complicated, but it's very good practice. Very good practice, very good exercise for all of us, also for me. Let me see, one of the leaves is here, and I think I can draw a line for the back side of the of this part. And the pots are, of course, they have the top, not very important here, but we can add this round part a little bit vague. Yes, and I think some shadow would be a nice addition also. At the bottom of the pots, maybe here, some darkness. So this is what makes the scene really cool and engaging, when we add all these shadows to our objects. They become three-dimensional and start to look better for our for us, for our eyes. Okay. Let's draw. I don't like these roses. They are so awful, but let's try to draw them anyway. Maybe just again a suggestion of it, not the exact pattern. And the same here. Also a good practice of looking at your reference and trying to reproduce what you see in your sketch, but in your own way. I mean, we are here not drawing the exact curtain with these awful roses. And we can add some suggestions of textures around them. Oh, here's another one. They are all different, but I don't care that much. I mean, that's absolutely not important. It's a quick sketch. We'll just try to practice to create a suggestion of what we see, and that's all good. And there are different ways to show this pattern. You also could just draw the lines like kind of hatching, but I think it works best for me if I do something like this. Maybe make some of these dots. I don't even know how to how to call these things that I'm drawing here. And yeah, I don't want to draw them all, of course, because otherwise it would be too busy in my sketch and I don't have that much time. But let's for the darkness here in the background, I want actually to add some hatching like this to create more contrast in my sketch. And contrast, as you know, always an interest. When we want to add more interest to our sketches, we can add contrast, and it could be the contrast of colors, for example, like darker colors and lighter colors, or contrast just in the same no, different colors, the complementary colors, for example, when you use the colors opposite on the color wheel. And also contrast of lines, for example, when we use thick and thinner lines. That's all the ways how we can add more contrast to our sketches and also more interest. I don't know, something like this, maybe. it takes some time to add all these lines and patience, and I think I start to get a little bit impatient, and then my lines are not very straight anymore. But we are already there, just a few of them. And of course, as I showed you yesterday, you can also use this kind of lines, shorter lines, easier to add. Yes, so I think it's already quite nice, but I think it misses something. And I don't know, maybe I will ruin my artwork or my sketch, but I don't think so, by the way. But sometimes you just need to make decisions, and if you feel like something is missing, and I think I miss your contrast, especially the line contrast. When you use only one fine liner, and I don't have a thicker one, or maybe I have it somewhere but I don't know where, then you can only draw with thinner lines, and that's not very interesting. Let's add some darkness to the top of the curtain by drawing more of these curls, these dots. And I also want to add some more contrast to the flowers, because they are also a little bit too flat. So also not only the contrast, but also some more volume. And you can see that they start to pop, and that's a good thing. More ink here. Maybe it will, yeah, I see it on the other page, but okay, it's too thin paper. I will see how what I will do on the other side. Maybe I again put some watercolor paper or any other paper on it, or maybe I leave it like this and just make use of the spots that I have on the other side. I don't know. I want just, before I stop, want to add a little bit more life in these flowers. They are a bit boring now. Yeah, I think that's nice. And so I have here a quite lovely sketch, I think, from a quite boring reference. Yeah, it's maybe not the most exciting sketch, but still, yeah, it's also what I said. It's a good practice. Sometimes you can just choose for the boring Thank you, Marika. You can choose for boring objects and try to make them look more interesting. Um, or Hi, Marianne. Yeah, you don't need to choose very exciting references. You can also draw objects around you. That's what you see. So just, I don't know, even a bottle of water or something like that is also a good reference for you to practice. Okay, so I have a question for you today. Something different than usual, not about the Inktober challenge, but I wanted to ask you actually to tell me what materials do you usually use in your sketches. We are now drawing with ink, or yeah, the most of us with ink or with a fine liner. What is your material that you usually use for your sketches? Maybe it's watercolor, gouache, I don't know, colored pencils, or whatever it is. Let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to hear about that. And yeah, so I think we are finished for today, and it was very good to see you all again. 27 people in the chat. Thank you, Leni. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see your pictures, your sketches on Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag Julia underscore Henze. No, Julia Henze underscore Inktober. I hope I have so many hashtags. And yeah, tomorrow's reference will be a building again. And I've heard that you love buildings, or at least some of you. Also, thank you very much for all your sweet messages to me on Instagram and also here. And yeah, I see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And yeah, thank you for being with me, guys. Bye bye.